Hello, students. Welcome to a new class of our English. Today, we are going to discuss Module 2 of the 5th chapter, The Parrot Who Wouldn't Talk. By the end of today's class, you will be able to read and comprehend the story, to enrich your English vocabulary, to identify the humor in the story, to realize that animals too have feeling. So, in the last class, dear students, we have started the 5th chapter, The Parrot Who Wouldn't Talk. It's a story written by Ruskin Bond. Now, let's see what happened to the parrot and how Aunt Ruby is going to react to the parrot. In the last class, we have stopped can't sing, can't dance, and other nasty commands. Now listen, it became my job to feed the parrot. It looked quite happy to receive the green chilies and ripe tomatoes from my hands. When it was the mango season, I go to eat a couple mangoes while feeding the parrot. One afternoon, while everyone was enjoying a short nap, I gave the parrot its lunch and then purposefully left the cage door open. Seconds later, the birds was flying freely into the mango orchard. Here we can see that after that incident, which incident? After the bird, what did the bird do? It knocked the glass from Aunt Ruby's nose. It knocked Aunt Ruby's spectacles off her nose. After that incident, Aunt Ruby stopped showing her love. So it became our author's duty to give food to the parrot. The parrot was very happy when the little boy was giving it a green chili and tomatoes with his own hands. When it was a mango season, he gave that parrot lovely mangoes also. So, one afternoon, while everyone was enjoying a small afternoon sleep, at that time the little boy he go near the cage and he was ready to give the food. At that time, purposefully, that do something knowingly, he want to do it. He opened the cage. Within a second, the bird fly freely into the mango orchard, and it started to enjoy its free life there. Grandfather came onto the veranda and remarked, "I see your aunt's parrot has escaped." The door was quite loose, I said with a shrug. "Well, I don't think we will see it again." Aunt Ruby was upset at first. We promised to buy her a bowl of goldfish. So here we can see that grandpa come to the veranda of that house, and he says that the parrot have escaped. So the boy says like the door was loose, that why the parrot maybe have escaped from that cage. He act like he don't have any role in that one. So he says that I think the parrot is not going to come back. At first, Aunt Ruby was a little bit sad. While that time, Grandpa promised her that she will get a bowl of golden fish. The parrot probably missed its green chilies. A few days later, I found it sitting on the veranda railing, looking expectantly at me with its head cocked to one side. I gave the parrot half of my mango. So here the parrot, after few days, what happened, the parrot may be missing the green chili, no. So a few days later the parrot come back to the veranda of their house, and it was expecting something, with a hope for something good, like something will come and something will be get from there. And it's like it cooked it head to one side. At that time the boy come and gave a half piece of his mango. While the bird was enjoying the mango, Aunt Ruby called out, "Look, there is my parrot. It must have missed me." With a loud squawk, the parrot flew out of her reach, perched on the nearest rose bush, glared in Aunt Ruby, and screamed, in my aunt's familiar tone, "You are no beauty, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance." While the bird was eating and the bird was enjoying the mango, at that time Aunt Ruby came there, and she thought that the parrot was missing her. That's why the parrot came back. So she was shouting, "Look, there's my parrot. It have missed me." With a loud squawk. Squawk means make a loud, harsh voice. The parrot flew out of her reach, and it perched on the nearest rose bush. It fly and it sat rest on a rose bush, and it was staring angrily at Aunt Ruby. And in her voice, the bird started to mimic the exact voice of Aunt Ruby and said, "You are no beauty, can't talk, can't sing, can't dance." So, whatever the aunt was telling to the bird was giving it back. Aunt Ruby went ruby red and dashed indoors. But that wasn't the end of it. The parrot became a regular visitor whenever it saw Aunt Ruby. It would call out, "You are no beauty, can't talk, can't sing, and can't dance." The parrot had learned to talk of after all. So here, when Aunt Ruby heard what the parrot was talking, she became very angry, like a ruby red. Ruby red means as red as a ruby. Ruby is a very precious stone. So, and she ran fast indoor. But it was not the end. Every day the parrot come there, and whenever the parrot saw Aunt Ruby, it started to talk like this: "You are not beauty, you cannot talk, you cannot sing, and you cannot dance." And after all, the parrot had learned to talk. So this is an interesting story written by Ruskin Bond. I hope you all understood the lesson, and I want you all to read the chapter once again before entering to the class. Thank you, students.